Hey, welcome to SAB Chronicles, aka the COVID Chronicles. We're going to dive deep into the teachings of a few of our CEO Action Pod groups spanning from 2020 all the way to 2024. This series takes us through the fire of COVID to post COVID, and now who really gives a care about COVID? If you listen to this series, you're going to gain inside knowledge of strategies of the past and strategies of the future. Hold on to your seats as you're about to get a PhD in business. Buckle up and let's get rolling. Hey, are you looking to scale your business from five figures to six figures or six figures to seven figures? If you are, I have the perfect thing for you. What I want you to do today is I want you to go download a book. This book is going to take you through my 3-pillar system. It's 100% free. All you have to do is go to growfast.cash. I say again, go to growfast.cash and you're going to be able to download my free international best-selling book, which is called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. You can take that book. It's going to help you scale your business to the next level. Again, go download it. Be good, be brief, be gone. Growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash. Enjoy.
All right, Regina.
I think my challenges right now are we're looking at how we can automate more internal stuff and external. So that's one of the keys going into 2021 is more automation, less manual work, tracking, that kind of thing. And then looking into the goals to grow my business for 2021. That's a big major thing right now because I really don't have anything that can really push for the holiday. So I don't think.
Well, when you say automation, right, is that more of an automation process for your client or?
Well, some of the things for the clients, but a lot of it's internal.
Right. So more
There's
of
things that can be automated in handling and onboarding clients, that kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, a master with that stuff is Joel is a master with that stuff.
Joel.
Gosh, one conversation with him and you'll be automated to the gills.
That's one of my focus, and then driving business.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for you, it's really a good, solid acquisition plan now going into first quarter.
Right, exactly.
That first quarter push for acquisition, and then acquire as your little giant wants to be, and then you just focus on fulfillment for the rest of the year.
Right.
That's the beauty behind it. So I know there's some big things coming around. David couldn't be on the call tonight, and he's on vacation, but there's some big things. He has just we took one strategy and just completely changed that entire company, literally.
That's great.
And he's about to need a lot of you for sure. And but little things sometimes make big impacts. So
exactly,
just one small little shift in strategy can change your revenue $50,000 in 1 month.
I think Will's going to grow with me, right, Will? Yes, sir.
Judine's learning her new task now, so
I know.
and writing an SOP as she goes. So
that's right. She told me that.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Look at Will has just exploded in that part of it, this year from, old school way of doing things into fully supported tech all the way around. And, that's the thing that in order to take a company from, having 4,000 or 5,000 clients to now having hundreds of thousands of clients, you got to have tech behind that. You can't you can't just do that on spreadsheets. I mean, that would be horrible to try to do that. Now, are there some mom and pop companies still doing that? I'm sure there are, but it's hard to scale that without having some kind of technology in place to do some of that stuff. That's for sure. But yeah, for you, Regina, it's total acquisition focus first quarter, and going from there. But we have plenty of experience in this group to help you with the tech side of setup stuff.
Right.
And I know
I want to look at getting more involved in some local events to market. So
I would look at what somebody like locally, because you have one right around the corner, staffing agency, right?
Yeah.
What's the name of it? Why can't I think of it?
Debbie's.
Yeah.
Kelly Girls, Debbie.
Kelly Services, those type of things, right? I know they do a lot of
Kelly Services now. It used to be Kelly Girls.
Yeah. But they do a lot of grassroots campaigns locally, and I think you can suck a lot of that market share across. Well, just enough, right?
Right.
To what you want. So I think if you do some of that and not worry so much about, well, I need to do this, you're not the big ad spend type of business. That's not probably what you need. I think you can do a lot grassroots local and fill your little giant how you want it to be.
Well, there's a lot of business networking groups that get together and things like that I'd want to get more attendance with.
Right. Yeah, I think for you, like putting together some big, huge marketing plan is not for you, because you're not going to be the 200 client company ever, probably. So, you don't want to be anyway. So really, the more grassroots you can get, probably the better, and really just acquire good, create your avatar, what you want that to look like, and don't be satisfied with anything other than that.
Right.
So, otherwise you're making concessions and taking things on that maybe don't make sense too.
Right.
So anyway, that's what I would focus on going into the first quarter of this year for sure. So, all right, who's next? Terry, Mr. Terry Foster.
Hello, everyone. So challenges is definitely just Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So we sent out stuff to our clients September 1st to try to, make sure that they had their stuff in, that we had the assets that we needed, but that never works. So we're still dealing with lots of stuff coming in last minute, and we're trying to, keep everything organized so no balls get dropped. So yeah, it's just lots of work. I mean, we tried to avoid this. Literally September is when we sent out stuff to the clients, but it's still, they would make stuff and then they switch it. So that's definitely a big challenge, is just getting through this month with some level of sanity. Team, so just training up new team members and getting them to follow instructions and just doing what they're supposed to do is becoming more and more of a headache for me. So, but it's also maybe because we're all stressed out because we're all working a lot, but there's like mistakes and things happening now that shouldn't be happening that I'm having to catch, which I don't like. So I'm trying to get the team straight so that doesn't happen is still a big challenge. In terms of Black Friday, really, I mean, we'll be pushing out. We have like a dozen or so info products, small ticket info products, like $27 and under. So we're going to be having some deals that we'll be pushing out just via email. We're not going hard for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Us going hard was kind of like acquiring like 10 clients over the last 30 days. In preparation for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but in terms of like us pushing ads to our own info products, or us doing like discounts on our services or the bag program. We're really not doing any of that. Like right now, really, we're just focused on finish this year strong from a performance perspective. Like we really need to cash in over this last part of November and into December, because it's a really, really good time for us to make lots of commission, but that only happens if we put all of our effort and energy towards doing that. So kind of our own stuff got pushed to the wayside, like you said, not to do, but we kind of did it in advance because we got a lot more clients. So we did our Black Friday, Cyber Monday push, in advance of the actual day, and it was us onboarding new clients. So so that's what we have going on for Black Friday. We'll push out to our email, we'll push out to our groups to try to sell, a couple $1,000s worth of info products. See if we can do that. We'll be happy. But the big payoff is if we can get these new clients, big success for the Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So that's the main focus, and making time for that. I moved so I'm now in Atlanta. So that on top of the Black Friday, Cyber Monday stuff just means it's been really, really busy. But
yeah. Well, so the beauty behind your model, though, is your results directly impact another way, though. So, because you do take a commission of sale. Okay.
Right.
So really to say you took your foot off the gas internally is not true, because the better result you get for the client, the more commission basis you get off of that result. So that's opposite for you. Your push should be getting the result better for the client to increase sale, which increase sale that increases your top line revenue. So, your model is actually a little different. And should you still acquire inside? Of course you should. Obviously, you should never stop doing that, really. But your model works for you in so many different ways, which is pretty genius to set it up that way. As long as you got clients.
Well, we have lots of clients. So like I said, we probably onboarded like 10. And of course, like our onboarding process is typically 14 days, but a lot of these clients, came on and they wanted to come on for Black Friday, Cyber Monday to help, give them a lift. So now we're having to expedite our setup process, and we can't say, no, we're not going to run ads for you, but, it's going against our typical setup process. But again, if we get their ads up and we make money, we're going to get the commission, we're going to get the cut of it. So it's in our best interest to get it up. But just all that stuff coming together at one time is a lot of work to keep up with.
Right. So one thing to think about is how do I just temporary staff through something, right? Through a time, instead of how do I permanently staff? Okay. Remember, growth and scale, right? But you can temporarily grow, that creates scale, but that was temporary for a time. Okay. You still have a bit of training things, but it's not so much about the technical side of it. It's more the tactical bullshit side of it. Because now you've ramped up here. So how do you ramp out of this stuff temporarily to be able to ramp the other side to facilitate the results you need to get for your clients, which then means more money in your bank, but you pushed all this other stuff aside for the next 3 weeks with a temporary solution, right? To just fill that need for the next 30 days.
Right.
And then they're gone after that, right? So that way you don't have that odd shift in permanent versus temporary, right? So look at that. Look at that on how can I just offload all this shit for the next 2 weeks, right? So it's not permanent. It's just a temporary thing.
Right.
And maybe you can work something out with Regina on that to help you just push that crap out of the way for the next couple of weeks. And then just take it all back once the dust settles, right? So that's worth looking at, because not everything has to be this permanent solution all the time. And I think people look at that. They look at, okay, I got to go through all this. I got to go through a training piece with people, right? And do these things X, Y, Z. So after that, is it worth my time investment to do that? We have to look at that. What's the opportunity cost, right? So is the opportunity cost worth it to bring somebody in and spend half a day to train them to take that load off for the next couple of weeks? So, other pieces of your team now can turn around and go, hey, we're just slamming right here, baby, because this is what's making revenue.
Right.
All this is white freaking noise. Get it off my plate, right? And now, that makes it worth it. But maybe it was just a temporary thing. That's why they call them staffing agencies, right?
Exactly.
So look at that as a major value proposition for how that creates more revenue here versus all this like nonprofit generating shit you're dealing with, right? That's not profit generating. That way you can focus on getting better results here that creates more dollars in your top line.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
So,
that makes sense.
That's my best bit of input for that, for sure. And I think you have an opportunity to do that. Just don't look at it as a long-term effect, right?
Right.
It's a short-term 30-day effect, maybe.
Yeah.
So that way you don't get yourself in the mindset of, man, now I got myself into a situation where I'm putting another $3,000 out every single month, right? Mm-hmm. Well, maybe you don't need to do that. All you just need is a short pressure relief.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'd have that conversation if I was you. So cool. Anything else?
No, that's all. But definitely want to give a shout out to Regina and her team, Johanna.
Yeah.
They definitely, without them, I'd be lost. So they definitely are helping big time. And she's one person I really can tell something and she gets the job done, unlike most of the team. So thank you, Regina, for you and your team. It's been a tremendous help.
Thank you, Terry. They enjoy working with you too.
Great to hear.
It's good.
Keep them busy.
Well, I will tell you, that's the one thing that, Regina's got this always wanting to be a little giant, right? So, and not be the company that has 200 clients, right? Services a small client base and does it really well. So, that's a good way to be if you can be that way, for sure. But
cool.
Anyway, yeah, thanks, Terry. Appreciate the input. Who is next, Mr. William Black?
Looking to grow your business beyond 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures plus? What I want you to do is go download this book. The title is called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. It will help you grow your business past 5, 6, and 7 figure. Go download the book today. Growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash, and download the book for absolutely free.
All right. Challenges is that we're doing it the same things at the same time. We had as you were saying, we had a massive back end, not an update, because when you're drawing with crayon and using an abacus and then you bring in technology, I don't know if that's a change. It's when it's being run up and beaten across your head with the Death Star. That's created its own. There was a growth cycle in that, though. We have a team of people on the background right now. They are doing work that's way below their pay grade. I'm trying to get them off of it, and they are training and doing this work, and they're going to end up allowing my person that I get from Regina to go up, in more hours, and then and then hopefully in a few more months go substantially up in hours, which would be great. And at the same time, doing a lot of massive, obviously, advertising work. And both of those seem to have cracked at the same time, because our marketing has always been a dialing in process. Our industry, there's so many people dialing for dollars and beating businesses up. You have to be able to, talk to them and wake them up in a certain way. But we've just started having some momentum and a roll of hits coming in and leads, which is fantastic. They're flowing directly into the system. Ivan and his team are on that and are picking the pieces up and starting the conversations. It's a lot. And it's all at one time, and that's it. I'm sitting back, and I'm the mother. I'm the helicopter parent. I'm floating over it, and I'm reading through my back end stuff all the time. Which every time the boss is on the conversation, they're like, "Now, don't break it, Will. Don't break it. We don't want anybody, Will, to break this." I don't know if I've got that vibe, but apparently I am a gremlin or something, and people are afraid I'm going to destroy this, like I'm going after it with a hacksaw. But it's a lot of work, but it seems to be dialing in, and it's an exciting time. Even for this period of time. And we're setting up calls with these people and saying, it's a good time to make 2021 a much better year for your business, But other than that, that's my whole plate. That's the challenge. That's the growth. That's everything.
Yeah. Yeah. For you, Will, it's just now a steady, a steady race now. That's all it is for you, because all of your systems are in place. You guys have got, booked appointments coming in every single day. And it's just feeding the system, ramping up that system, and keeping it roll, right?
Yeah. Yeah. When you see a lot of emails in the email, somebody's email and it's got LLC in the email, that's a much better sign and a higher quality thing. But a lot of these guys are waking their businesses back up. They're looking at it more. They're realizing it kind of got away from them during some COVID months, and they weren't watching that part as tight. And it's just I've literally had a couple of people I've had to talk to, and they were like, I didn't even know where this was going. I said, most people don't read, that you can't read your statements. It's designed not to be read during a regular year. What are you going to do during COVID when you're sitting there and, you just waking your business back up after 3 months? It was cranking up while you were asleep. So it's a lot of people, even during what would normally be a slow month for us, are starting to say, please, can I look at this number? Can I get somebody who's qualified to look at this real quick for me? And we jump in. So
yeah. I look at this. Here's your opportunity, right? Your opportunity is we have tons of businesses that were doing massive amounts of revenue, and then all of a sudden the shit hit the fan, right? So, and now those businesses probably have a quarter of that revenue now, and they're looking for ways to save money, so on and so forth. This isn't going to last forever. Q2 is going to be different, right? So now that buildup starts to happen, and what happens? They make more money. You make more money. The charity makes more money. So, now more than ever, is like a critical time to like suck as many of these businesses that are, like you like to say, waking up, right? Suck as many of these businesses that are just waking back up again, suck them into this program, save them the money. They got the charity arm, yada, 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 right? And then you see the exponential growth in them in second quarter.
Right. Yeah. For them, and some of them are literally trying to use some language and they're saying pivoting and stuff like that. And I don't correct them, but buddy, it's not you're pivoting. You know, when you locked inside your own closet for 2 months, you do everything you possibly can to that closet, organize it, and then you pull up, your dusty toolbox, and you're coming back in. All of a sudden, you see the problem that you're normally too busy to look at. But we've had some guys that have literally, when they were gone, normally those rates, there's a creep, and if you don't watch it, it's just going up. It's going up, and you need to be able to have somebody do that for you, which is what a lot of businesses have. But a lot of them had big chunks happening during COVID because they weren't watching it. And some of them because they were just flat closing, not doing it in business. And they came back 2 months later and they ran half a month's worth of business, and all of a sudden they got eaten alive and they don't know where, all the money went. It's problematic, but it's a good time to be in the industry. So.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, I mean, for you, Will, it's just a matter of just getting the message out. There is no, there's tons of business to be literally ripped out of the grips of Stripe and PayPal right now because of, just how, like you say, much of rat bastards they are. Or can be.
It's got its place, but
sure.
What I have to tell these guys is it's one thing if you've got a standard account. If you've had it for a year, you're overpaying. That's one thing. But it's another thing to say, if you've got Stripe, if you've got Square, without me looking at your numbers, you're paying 130% of what you need to be paying. They're built into 100 things, and that works well for them. But they sell easy. We pop some things together for you like Legos. It's just that it's so dadgum expensive, and it ends up. It's one thing to get some crumbs, but you're not allowed to have a slice of the pie. And these guys are going for granddaddy's slice. They want to sit back and be bloated. It's bad news.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Yeah. You got a very, very, a bright first and second quarter coming ahead, Will. It's just now at this point, we turn those, what was it? Eight booked appointments in a day. Turn those 8 booked appointments that's an everyday thing now. And off it goes. It's hammering home. Now you guys don't need to be out there doing, the 8 hours of grassroots Will Black and Mike, to get the 10, 15 accounts coming in every single week. So,
well, as long as I don't break the back end system.
Yeah, as long as you don't break it. Right?
Apparently, Ham Fist McGee here goes through stuff.
I don't think you can really break it, but that's why you got Judine. Tell her to log in there and pull your reports for you if you don't want to break it.
I got it. And they're working on her training like everything. She learns a new task on it every day. It's going to be beautiful when she's just able to sit there and watch it and do it. And with her time schedule, she does most of my work for me while I'm asleep. So I wake up in the morning and it's just, it's done. Right. It's nice to have your own private vampire. So
private vampire. Beautiful. All right. Thanks, Will.
That in a positive way.
Yeah, I know. I know you do. Anyway, did I get everybody? Did I miss anybody? I think I got everybody. Ivan's not feeling the greatest, so he's going to stay muted today. Hope you get better, buddy. Anyway, yep. So hey, guess what? I'm right on the money. Hour and 30 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. On the money. So, hey, really good input here tonight. And look, all of you have to synergize together, get that synergy working together. There's plenty of space to do that. I would love to see all the agencies for sure come together and, make a little tiny investment apiece to roll that new system out that Nancy has. I think that's worth the little bit it's going to cost. Because if that works, well, Black, now you can plug into that. But let's test all that stuff and make sure we can get some good results with it, which I don't have a doubt that you can't. But it's easier to pool money together and make it a good low risk deal, since we have so many businesses in here in this group that all do the same thing. So it's just a great way to push that. So Nancy, throw something in the group for everybody to put a meeting together next week, and throw a link in there and a Zoom link and whatnot, and put it together. Cause I'm really curious to, I love new stuff like this, especially when it's technology based, cause that leaves less room for people to screw it up. For sure. And then we just put Ivan in the center of that and let him traffic cop the sales to each agency. I think this is a great little setup for sure. So anyway, for everyone, hey, have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your families. Take a knee, recreate a little bit, enjoy your family. Again, that's why we're all here, right? We're all here we run our businesses to support our life plan. That's the whole point. Otherwise, why would we be doing it? So enjoy your families. Many blessings from mine to yours. And we will see all of you out on the other side of Thanksgiving and our individual one-on-one come-togethers. So that's all I got, unless anybody has anything else. Have an awesome evening, and push, push, push. Keep going.
Perfect. Thanks.
Thanks.
Hey, Joel.
Yeah.
Hey, Joel. I just
Hi.
sent you a note. Hi. Hi, Regina.
Hey, how are you, Nancy?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Tired. Very tired. Anyway, does anyone have any preference as to what day next week? It's a weird week next week, so anyone want to meet on Friday after Thanksgiving, or you want to do it the following?
Yeah, either earlier for me or after next week. I'm not available Friday.
All right, then we'll do it after the holiday. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. So Joel, though, I wanted to catch up with you if you had time.
Yeah. Let's catch up.
All right,
Less mustard.
Do you want me to just leave this room open and I'll make one of you the host?
No,
Yeah.
it's not necessary.
Okay, yeah, we'll just do by phone. Got it.
Yeah. Thank you, though. Bye, everyone. Have a happy holiday.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Happy holidays.
So, you have that number? You have my number?
Yep, I got it.
Happy
Bye.
Thanksgiving.
Happy
Bye.
Thanksgiving all. We'll talk to you all soon.
Bye.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, we all want to scale our business. Hey, I have the answer for you today to help you do that. If you're looking to scale from 5, 6, even 7 figures and beyond, book called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. I'm going to give it to you for free. All you have to do is type in growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash, and you can download the book for absolutely free. I hope the book helps you this year. Take your business to the next level. Again, go grab the book, growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash. I wish you the best and grow, scale, and win. Thank you for tuning in to the SAB Chronicles, otherwise known as the COVID Chronicles. Hey, we hope you took a lot of great little golden nuggets from this episode. Follow us on social media. Follow us everywhere you can follow us for updates on all of our different series of podcasts, to include this one right here. We hope to see you back as soon as possible. And remember, always, You should always want to grow, scale, and win. We'll see you on the next episode.
There it is. Magnum. Holy moly.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for!
Dear God. It's beautiful.